Hello friend, my name is Noor Anas Adila. The question is Hafiz and his wife, Alia, are both working professionals in Malaysia. Hafiz works as a marketing manager with an annual income of Rm 85,000. Meanwhile, Alia is a part-time lecturer, earning Rm 36,000 annually. The couple has 2 children and is considering electing for joint assessment for the year of assessment 2024. However, they are unsure how the tax payable would be computed under joint assessment and whether it would offer any tax savings compared to separate assessment. They are also uncertain about the tax reliefs and rebates they may be eligible for as a married couple with children.
Hello everyone, my name is Ainun, and today I'll be explaining the concept of joint assessment and how it works under the Malaysian tax system. Assessment in Malaysia allows married couples to combine their incomes, simplifying tax calculations, and potentially reducing tax liability. This option is often chosen to minimize tax payable, especially when one spouse has a significantly higher income.
When submitting the tax return, Form B or Form B, on the due date with individual income tax paid, it's considered a separate assessment. However, individuals can opt for joint assessment with their spouse in any year of assessment by making a yearly election at the time of submitting their tax return. Even with joint assessment, taxpayers must still submit a tax return. Section 45(2) Aggregation of income. If a resident individual is living with their spouse during the basis year, either spouse may elect for joint assessment. The electing spouse's income will be combined under the other spouse, and they will be treated as having no chargeable income for that year. Election by wife, S45(2)(a). The wife may make an election in writing to have her income aggregated with that of her husband and assessed in the name of her husband for that year. Husband can claim wife relief of Rm 4,000. An additional sum of Rm 5,000 would be deducted in the event the wife is a disabled person. Election by husband, Section 45(2)(b). The husband may make an election in writing to have his income aggregated with that of his wife or one of his wives, in the case of Muslim couples. The wife would be assessed on the aggregate income for that year of assessment. The wife would be able to claim husband relief of Rm 4,000. An additional sum of Rm 5,000 would be deducted in the event the husband is a disabled person. Section 45(a)(1). Hi, my name Muniridul Hassana binti Azam. I want to talk about steps in computing tax payable for joint assessment. The first step is determine eligibility. To qualify for joint assessment, the couple must be legally married and living together during the basis year. Only one spouse can elect for joint assessment. The spouse whose income is being added, the joining party, must be a Malaysian citizen if they are not a resident. In the case, Hafiz and Alia are a married couple living together during the year. They are both working professionals in Malaysia and have annual incomes. Second step, combine total income. For joint assessment, Hafiz and Alia need to combine their incomes. Hafiz has an annual income of Rm 85,000, while his wife Alia earns Rm 36,000 annually. Rm 85,000.00, Hafiz, plus Rm 36,000.00, Alia. The total is Rm 121,000.00. Step 3, deduct individual and applicable reliefs. Self-relief, the amount is Rm 9,000. Spouse relief, no income relief not allowed, is nil. Child relief, the amount is Rm 4,000. Contribution to EPF, the amount is Rm 4,000. Contribution to SOCSO and ICE, the amount is Rm 350. The total relief is Rm 17,350. Step 4, calculate chargeable income. Total income from the Step 2 is Rm 121,000. Less reliefs, the amount is Rm 17,350. The chargeable income is Rm 103,650. Step 5, apply income resident tax rate. In Malaysia, joint assessment combines both spouses' incomes and applies individual progressive tax rates, which may increase the tax bracket but allows shared reliefs to lower the total tax payable. After refer the resident individual tax rate table, Hafiz and his wife, Alia, the progressive income tax rate schedule for resident individuals is 25%. The cumulative tax is Rm 46900.00.
Today, let's talk about tax reliefs and rebates for married couples with children in Malaysia, especially if you're considering joint assessment for the year 2024. When you file for joint assessment, you combine both spouses' incomes, which can lead to significant tax savings. Both of you can claim individual relief of Rm 9,000 each, and if one spouse isn't working, you can also claim spouse relief of Rm 4,000. If you have children, you get child relief of Rm 2,000 per child under 18 or full-time students. There are other reliefs too. Childcare relief of Rm 2,000 can be claimed if you're paying for childcare. And if you're supporting a disabled spouse or child, you can claim Rm 6,000. Plus, if you're supporting your elderly parents, there's a parent relief of Rm 1,500 TUI per parent. Rebates are also available to reduce your tax payable. If you choose joint assessment, you'll receive a Rm 400 rebate for married couples, and another Rm 400 per child under 18 or studying full-time.
Hi everyone, my name is Noor Hidayah binti Yahaya, and today I'll be presenting a quick comparison between joint assessment and separate assessment under the Malaysian individual income tax system.
In joint assessment, only one spouse files the tax, and both incomes are combined. It's good if one spouse has low or no income, because you can enjoy spouse relief and maximize tax savings. In separate assessment, both file their own returns. It's better if both have high income. This helps avoid moving into a higher tax bracket. But spouse relief won't apply. For child relief, only one parent can claim it under either method. Now let's apply this to Hafiz and Alia's situation. For Hafiz and Alia, joint assessment may not be suitable. Their combined income is quite high, and they can't claim spouse relief. So, separate assessment is the better option. They'll likely pay less tax overall, and still enjoy child relief under one name. That's all guys, thanks for watching.